Hello everyone. This is in continuation with our assignment problem. The next problem we will be dealing with is with some restrictions. Uh, Let us understand the question. A shop needs to assign 4 jobs to 4 workers. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs. 1, 2, 3, 4 workers. The cost of performing a job is a function of the skills of the workers. So there is a dependency between the skill and the cost of the performing the job. Below table summarizes the cost of the assignment. So all these are basically cell entries or costs. Here the restrictions are like worker 1 cannot do job 3. That is why there is no cost over there. They put a dash here. Worker 3 cannot do job 4. Here again they put a dash here. Determine the optimal assignment using the Hungarian method. So one thing is clear about this question is that this is a balanced, the above is a balanced assignment problem. Why balanced? Because number of rows are equal to number of columns. That is matching, both are 4 and 4. That is the first thing we are supposed to check for before proceeding into solving the assignment problem. Then the second thing is all these are cost. Whatever cell entries are given, these are all costs. So that means our objective is to minimize, since the cell entries or costs, our objective is to minimize the total cost. That is the second thing what we verify. So the first is to verify for the balanced or unbalanced. Second is to verify it's a minimization type or not. Then let us talk about the restrictions. Means when they say that worker 1 cannot do job 3, that means I should not, at any cost, I should not assign this. I should not put any box here when I do the assignment. Similarly, I should not do a box here when I do any assignment. How I can avoid not assigning anything if the cost is very, very high? So what I will do, I will say let capital M be the cost of assignment in cell 1, 3, that means first row, third column, and 3, 4. In both the places, I am going to call that as capital M. What is capital M? Where M is a very large positive number, means M is tending to infinity. So instead of putting dash, I will use the letter capital M, and we know M is actually tending to infinity. So let's first proceed and rewrite the cost elements. 50, again 50. Here it will be capital M, here it will be 20. Then 70, 40, 20. 70, 40, 20, 30, 90, 30, 50. Again M, 70. Why I am using M? Because if the cost is very, very high, for example, 1 lakh or 2 lakh or 1 crore, something like that, definitely you will not do any assignment to that, because you are going to assign based on least cost only. So you will not do any assignment over there. 70, 20, 60, and 70. Now, we again rewrote this the same thing, except that the dash is replaced with the capital M. That's what we did. Then this step will be our very first step in Hungarian algorithm, which is row minima reduction. Already we spoke about elaborately in the previous video what is row minima reduction, etc. So I'm not going to again rewrite those in sentences. We'll directly do it in the sense. First row, we are going to identify what is the least. Least is 20. So all these elements will be subtracted with 20. So first element will become 30. again 30, m minus 20, m itself will be infinity. Infinity is subtracted with 20 will be again infinity only. So I'll again write 20, sorry, m only. Here it will become 0. 70, here the least cost is 20, second row. So this will become 50, this will be 20, this will be 0, this will be 10. Third row, the least is 30. So 90 minus 30, it is 60. 30 minus 30 is 0. 50 minus 30 is 20. M minus 30 will be M only because M is infinity. And the last row, the least is 20. So 70 minus 20 is 50. 20 minus 20 is 0. 60 minus 20 is 40. 70 minus 20 is 50. So that is our row minima reduction. The next step will be our column minima reduction. Here I will write column minima reduction. Right. So here, every column will do the same exercise what we did for rows. So second column, third and fourth column already has a 0. So even if I do a reduction, it won't change. Only for the first row it will change. First row, the least is 30. That means this will become 30 minus 30. First column, it's 0. 50 minus 30 is 20. 60 minus 30 is 30. 50 minus 30 is 20. Other columns will be writing as it is 30, 20, 0, 0. Here it will be M, 0, 20, 40. And then 0, 10, M, 50. Now, the rest of the steps will be similar to whatever we did previously. First step will be row review. You review for each row whether there is a presence of single zero or not. If there is no single zero, if it is more than 1 0, you ignore that row for the time being. If there is no zero also, you ignore it for a time being. First row, it has got more than 1 0, so you ignore it. Second row, there is a single zero, so you assign it. Then you check whether is there any other zero present in this corresponding column. Nothing is there means leave it. Third row, is there a single zero? Yes, you assign it. Since you assigned that, any other zero present in that column needs to be crossed. I am crossing this. Third row, there is no presence of zero, so you have to ignore it. Come to columns. First column, is there a single zero? Yes, assign it. Since you assign this, any other zero in the corresponding row needs to be crossed, so you cross this. Second column already assigned, third column already assigned, fourth column there is no zero to assign. So there is no more assignments possible. You got 3 assignments. We got 3 assignments against our desired 4 assignments. Why 4? Because it's a 4 by 4 matrix. Now, what is the next step? Tick all unassigned rows. Only the last row is unassigned. Tick that. If a row is ticked and if it has or had a 0 in it, this row is ticked, it had a 0 in it, tick the corresponding column. Then, if a column is ticked and if it has an assignment, tick the corresponding row. This column is ticked, it has an assignment here, tick the corresponding row. So here I have to tick it. Repeat this step. A row is ticked, has a 0, tick the corresponding column. Row is ticked, had a 0, tick the corresponding column. Column is ticked, has an assignment, tick the corresponding row. Means it is getting repeated. No more further ticking is possible. So you have to stop ticking process. Then next step, draw lines through unticked rows. First 2 rows are unticked. You have to draw lines through them. Like this. Then like this. And ticked columns. The number of lines drawn we could draw indicates the number of assignments possible. We could draw 3 lines. Yes, we had 3 assignments only. It is matching, right? Then what is the next step? Identify the least element where no line is passing through and call that as theta. So here theta is 30, 20, m, 50, 40, 20. So the theta is 20. Then what next? You have to form a new matrix wherein, let me first form a matrix. What you have to do now, wherever single line is passing, you have to retain. Wherever two lines are passing, you have to add theta. Wherever no line is passing, you have to subtract theta. So here, single line, so retain. Next one, two lines, so add theta 30 plus 20, it becomes 50. Then M, single line, retain it. Single line, retain it. The next row, single line, retain it. Two lines, add. Single line, retain. Single line, retain. Now, third row, 30, no line is passing, so you have to subtract 30 minus 20, it becomes 10. Single line, retain. No line, subtract. No line, subtract. So m minus 20, m itself is a very large number. If I subtract 20, nothing will happen. It will be the m only. Here 20 minus 20, it is 0. Retain, then subtract 40 minus 20, it becomes 20. 50 minus 20, it becomes 30. Now again review each row, see whether you can do assignments. First row, more than single zero, ignore it for the time being. Second row, single 0%, yes, assign it. Since I assigned this, any other 0% in the corresponding column needs to be crossed, so I will cross this. Third row, there is a single 0% now, assign it. Since I assigned this, any other 0% in that corresponding column needs to be crossed, so I need to cross this. Last row, is there a single 0%? Yes, assign it. Since I assigned here, any other 0% in the corresponding column needs to be crossed, this will be crossed. Now, row reviews are done. Now you proceed with column review. First column already done, assignment is already done. Second column already assigned, third column already assigned. Last column, does it have a single 0? Yes, assigned. Now we got 4 assignments, the desired one. So we got this one. We got 4 assignments. Hence, we reached optimality. Now we can present the optimal solution. I can say optimal solution. I will first write down assignment as the first column. What is this and what is this? These are all workers and these are all jobs. So let me write here W1, worker 1, worker 2, worker 3, worker 4, job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4. Right. Now, worker 1 is assigned to job 4. What is the cost? We will have to refer it to the first matrix, initial matrix, what is given in the question. We will do that later. Worker 2 is assigned to job 3 because the box is here in the third column. Then worker 3 is assigned to job 2 because the box is in the second column. Worker 4 is assigned job 1. Now let us identify the cost from the original table. For W1 to J4, W1 to J4, it is 20. W2 to J3, W2 to J3, it is 20. W3 to J1, W3 to J1, it is 90. I'm sorry, W3 to J2. J2 is to 30. I'm sorry. Then W4 to J1, 70. So the total cost works out to 140. So that will be our least cost, total least cost. So this is the way this problem is solved. In case if you find the contents of this video to be useful to you, I request you to please like, share it with your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.